Hello everyone, welcome back. This chapter 4, is about on-site SEO. SEO means search engine optimization, so it's the abbreviation for search engine optimization. And there will be 3 videos for this chapter. Here is the first one. For this part, we're going to talk about how to maximize the relevancy of your website or web page. And for the other 2 parts, there will be 2 other subsequent videos. So first of all, let's talk about what is SEO. So how about its goal? So why we care about SEO? Okay. Search engine, I think everyone knows about it, and probably everyone uses Google every day, maybe every hour, right? So search engine is a tool for people to explore on the internet. As we mentioned in the previous chapters, people use search engine like Google, and the marketer get traffic from Google. We call it as search traffic, right? There are 2 types, paid or unpaid. Okay, but please know there are more than one search engine in the world. Obviously, Google is the most widely used search engine in the world. But there are some others, like in China, the number 1 search engine there is Baidu. And for different area like finance or business, I know some people, a lot of people use Yahoo Finance as the search engine for them to search for some financial news or financial data. So what is the goal for SEO? Why the marketer care about SEO? Because SEO, if you make good use of SEO, you could make your website or web page to be the top result, to be the number 1 on the search engine result page. I suppose most people do not, when they do search, use Google to search for something, probably they only look at the results on the first page, right? At least for me, people seldom move on to the second page or the third page and so on. So it's very important for marketers to make its website or web page to be visible, to be shown on the first page for people to get access to or get to know, here is exactly what I'm looking for, right? If your website or web page is listed like on the 10th page, the probability for your website be visible for viewers is dramatically decreased, right? By contrast to if your website or web page is listed on the first page. So for both marketers and the viewers or searchers, it is very important to to look at or to make the website or web page be shown on the first page. The most ideal situation would be you are the number one on the first search engine result page. That would be the most ideal situation. But actually, only if you are, your information is listed on the first page, you do a great job. Fantastic. And there are two types of SEO. The first one is about on-site SEO. This is chapter 4. Chapter 4 on-site SEO is about relevancy, and the next chapter, off-site SEO, the focus would be popularity. So we're going to talk about links, how to get as many links as possible. But here, chapter 4, our focus will be how to make the content be relevant, or how to make your your content be relevant to the keyword phrases people are using. Okay. So for two types of SEO, marketers should focus on different things. Okay, and after combining these two, that's the entire SEO. Okay. So in this first video for this chapter, we're going to talk about how to maximize the relevance. There are two sides. So relevance must a relationship between two sides, right? So what are the two sides? On the one side, we say it's about a keyword or keyword phrase, because people use the keyword to search for what they are interested, right? And the other side would be the results or the content of your web page or your website. Only if the relevance is high between these two sides, your ranking on the search engine will be higher. I mean, for instance, if the people use earrings as the keyword to search for earrings, but if the content of your website or the product you are offering is not earrings, it's about necklace. So in that situation, the relevance between these two would be pretty low, right? So obviously, your website or web page will not be shown, on at least 1 to 10 pages, right? So the relevance is the most important thing to focus on. Okay, how to maximize the relevance? So please read this sentence. We should place the keyword phrase in the most important page locations. In this next video, we're going to talk about keyword phrase. But here, the first part will focus on what are the important page locations. So what locations we consider them as important? Okay. First of all, URL. URL is the domain name or the website's name, right? Like if the keyword is a handmade earring, if your website its URL includes it already, it's a good thing, right? Yeah, in that case, this website whose URL includes the keyword itself will be shown, will get a pretty good search engine result, right? Title tag. Title tag. Let's take a look at the Google. So we are using Google to be the search engine, right? Like yeah, if we use overstock as the keyword, so we're going to have many pages. The first one is our paid search engine results. So let's skip it. Let's focus on the second one. So it's a green one, right? It's organic traffic. So the first line, we call it as URL. And the second line, we call it as a title tag. And the third part, we call it as a meta description. So these three parts is the most important for the search engine results. And it's also are the most important locations for web pages. Okay, so here overstock. As you can see, when the searchers put overstock as the keyword, why here it is shown as the second one on the first page. So its ranking is pretty high, right? And it is the first one for organic traffic, organic search. Why? Because first of all, URL includes overstock, okay? As you can see, right? And the second one, title tag, we also have overstock here, the first part. We call this second line as a headline. And how about the meta description? We also find overstock here, right? So in these three most important page locations, we find that the keyword in all of them, in all of these three. Okay. There are several other examples you can read by yourselves. Okay. Title tag. Title tag, you can see from the the website. Let's move on to it. So here's the title tag. And after it, we have header tag. header tag usually does not show on the search engine results. So where can you find them? So we have the largest header, we have the second largest header, and so on. So we have H1, H2, and you can have H3, H4. The list continues. Okay. So where to find it? Let's take the Costco as an example. So here's the homepage for Costco.com, right? Please right click, and click the inspect tag. Okay, you will get this seemingly complex HTML codes, right? And click here, the very top left button. So the button is kind of a connection between the left side, the Costco.com itself, and the HTML code on the right side. Okay. And let's use try to find header tag. So different header tag, like H. Let's use H1. It says we only catch one, the largest header tag, right? So where is it? Here it is. So it says Costco.com homepage. And where is it? Here it is. Where is it? Okay. And how about H2? Oh, we get 4 or 5 of them. So the first one, it says we only care about the brackets between H2 and backslash H2, like, okay, so the words between these two parts, so brackets H1 enclosed by the brackets, the pair of brackets, and at the end backslash H1 enclosed by the brackets. But the content between these two parts would be the header tag itself. Okay. So here, the first second largest header tag would be online only hotspots. So where is it? Here it is. Okay. Can you see it? And the second one, okay, you can click the arrow tag, items you might like, and then sponsored products, right? Okay. So you can play it around. So first of all, right click, right? And then search H1 enclosed by the brackets, or H2 or H3. But maybe the the code is different. Maybe sometimes you cannot find the H1 at all. Sometimes, most of the time, you should get some information about the H1 header tag. Okay, so you can play it by yourself. Okay. And here it says the target keyword phrase should be in header 1 tag. Actually, basically it means that the header tag is one of the important page locations. So if you want to the relevancy of your web page be high, you should include the keyword phrase. Okay. Main content. Main content means everything on the page. So search engine will code up every word on the page and calculate the web page is about, and to get a number to evaluate the relevancy between the keyword and the content of your web page. Okay. Anchor text. It's hyperlinks. Let's take a look at let's go. How about a there are 1,432 anchor text. So actually, each hyperlink would be an anchor text. Okay. There are some other examples. You can play it around by yourself. So remember that anchor text is nothing but hyperlink. So each time you see on the page where you can make a click, it is an anchor text. Okay. Structured data. I'm not going to go to the detail about what is structured data. If you are very interested in, you can see these two links to get more information about structured data and what's the role for structured data. Okay. So in all, how to maximize the relevance. So you need to know where are the most important page locations. So we talk about URL, title tag, header tag, main content, anchor text, structured data. So keep in mind, keyword phrase are something people use to search for what they are interested in. So if the important locations of your pages or website include this keyword or keyword phrase, that would be good, especially for your ranking of the search engine results. Okay. See you later.